Good evening and thanks for joining us. When you go to cast your vote, there will be 6 constitutional amendments on your ballot.
Chris Welty explains what they are in tonight's top story.
Amendment 1 would ban convicted non-pardoned felons from seeking or holding public office until 5 years after completion of their sentence. Currently, felons can serve as soon as they complete their sentence. In 2016, a previous constitutional amendment barring felons from holding office was struck down by the state Supreme Court on a technicality. Amendment 2 would require unanimous verdicts from juries in non-capital cases. Right now, only 10 members of a 12-person jury must vote to convict, even if the sentence is life in prison. If approved, Louisiana would join 48 other states with unanimous jury laws. The amendment is getting bipartisan support, as well as support from district attorneys like Keith Stutes.
Many of the district attorneys have done it. They haven't done it as a whole, but lots of different groups, Americans for Prosperity, Louisianans for Prison Alternatives, groups from the left and the right are supporting this change in the Louisiana Constitution.
Amendment 3 would allow city and parish governments to share resources. Right now, governments cannot donate use of equipment or personnel to other local governments. Under the current amendment, governments must receive comparable value for any donation. Amendment 4 would stop the state from shifting transportation trust fund money to state police. The money would instead go to pay for road and bridge projects. According to the Public Affairs Research Council, the legislature has never used money from the trust fund for state police. Amendment 5 would extend special property tax exemptions for property placed in a trust. Currently, those exemptions, like those for disabled veterans, survivors of those killed in action, and the elderly, remain with the person and not the property if it's placed in a trust. This amendment would allow the trust to have the tax exemption too. Amendment 6 would create a 4-year phase-in of any large increases of assessments. If a reappraisal results in a more than 50% increase in a home's tax assessment, an affected homeowner could pay that increase over a 4-year period. I'm Chris Welty reporting for KATC TV3.
A fantasy sports item will also be on every ballot statewide. A vote in favor of it would allow online fantasy sports betting contests in the voter's parish. A vote against it would not allow that in the voter's parish. And for a look at what's on your ballot, including an explanation of those state constitutional amendments, we have that posted at katc.com/elections.
New tonight.